Kid Explorer, your favorite solo woman traveler, and I am on my first full day here in America. So we're going to be doing a lot of historical tours today. So stay with me as I go on the tours, and I'll take as much as I can with me. So if you're new here, welcome. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. Now let's head on downstairs, get a little snack, and get on our tour. First, heading up for breakfast in Riyadh.
Riyadh Pashavana had a wonderful breakfast spread, which we had before going to Minaret de la Koutoubia, which has been around since the 12th century. It is also one of the places where people are called to prayer 5 times a day, and it is the most famous landmark in Marrakesh.
Our King Mohammed VI make the Amazigh Berber, its barbar is negative. Its architecture was an inspiration from the 11th century.
Welcome to Palais Bahia, which was constructed in 1859, and it was enlarged to house family and servants and many wives. It was named Bahia, which means brilliance, which was reportedly the name of Bah Ahmed's favorite wife. But this is a beautiful architecture, beautiful place to visit, and a must-see while you're in Marrakesh.
So leaving the Bahia room. So inside Palais Bahia, this is the square where they have a lot of entertainment.
And meditation of the Pasha or the vizier. You know the vizier is cedarwood. This is we call it the mukarnas or honeycomb. Is Islamic design and it is Islamic art. It is influenced from Persia.
All right, walking from Palais Bahia we're walking through market and then to the souk, lunch, and other things here on day 1. Oh, the waffle factory is turning up. We just left the Jewish quarter, and now this is the biggest market in North Africa. So all types of produce and items can be found here in this market.
So this is the quad is controlled by the government. It's the best quad in Marrakesh. The Berber styles we have a Bedouin, Nomad, Tuareg. Then we have from Middle Atlas. Middle Atlas is different, but the best one is from Middle Atlas.
That's the patterns on the thing. And then you put like the piece of wool and just a little stitching and then you pull it through. It's not cross stitching, but it's kind of like that.
This is a small size, classical size. So something
made out of cactus fibers.
The interior designer, they use them in the floor, cover sofa,
wow,
cover bed,
okay.
cover coffee table.
Yeah, this is beautiful. Currently in the souk in the Medina of Marrakesh, which is basically their market, and Medina is their old part of the city. No, that's so cool.
Look, I didn't even have it on video.
You do this.
Oh, nice.
Just do it, okay? Do it, no break.
Okay.
Snake, do it, okay?
Okay.
Look,
No. Oh my God. Time for lunch at Le Jardin. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. This is gorgeous.
place.
Is that what you call it? That's funny.
Yeah. Camera eats first. Okay, please share those pictures. That's the
Your first IG. Colette.
chicken sandwich.
And what type did you get?
I got lamb down there. Couscous with chicken. Yep. Garden burger. Chicken sandwich. Yeah, that's like. Now inside the Madrusa, which is a school, they have more of like a religious school. So the students actually live here, they study here, and do all of that. Off to see the student rooms. This madrasa was built in the 14th century and was once the largest Islamic school in North Africa, but now it is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. So this is some of the rooms, and our tour guide said that up to 5 people stay in these rooms. I am back in my room in the Riyadh Pasarvana. If you want a tour of this Riyadh, it will be in a different video. But I wanted to come in because it was just so hectic. We have a tour guide because I'm usually a solo traveler, but I'm here on a culinary travels tour with my friend. She owns a culinary travels group, The Sophisticated Life. And so I'm on this tour. It's 5 of us. And we have a tour guide with us the whole week. And she is fast. She's very knowledgeable. She is very friendly. Feels like someone as part of the family. But she is quick. Like, you don't have, you have some time to explore, but you got to still be on it. So I don't ever really get to come in and explain something. So, yeah, I probably have done voiceovers when I could. But yeah, I just wanted to drop in. We went to Palais Bahia, or the Bahia Palace, which was very beautiful. We obviously went around shopping in the markets and the souks. You can't photograph at a lot of places, but fortunately, like with our guide, sometimes we could. And then we definitely did shopping in the market and had a great time. She did tell us that one of the markets there is really specifically for tourists. So you're going to find your typical souvenirs in that market, which is great if you want that. So like, your magnets, your keychains, you may find some of the handicrafts there. But she said that and there's another market which actually locals shop at, which is in the souk. And that's where we did a lot of our shopping. You do have to do bargaining there. But yeah, I bought some scarves. One was silk. It felt really nice. We went to this place where they had the spices and the teas and stuff. Spent way too much money up in that place. That place you couldn't bargain in there. You also probably saw we went to a carpet place where they actually hand make the carpets. They said some of the carpets can take, if something crazy like 10, 12 months or something to make, depending on what it is. We saw the ladies making one carpet, and he said that one would take like, I think 2 to 5 weeks, I believe, with 2 women making the carpet. So yeah, it depends on the size and how the carpet is actually woven. But yeah, those carpets were expensive. Some of them was made like out of camel wool. Yeah, they were expensive carpets. I was not planning to get a carpet at all, which I didn't. Okay. you could bargain in that carpet place. In that carpet place we went to, which I thought I had a card somewhere. I have to find it. I don't know where it is. But yeah, you can bargain in there. But at the tea place, it was set prices. There was no bargaining allowed. But it was really cool because like they have the mint tea. Mint tea is so good here. I love tea. So I definitely had to get that to take that home because I ain't never had no tea. I drink a lot of tea. I ain't never had no tea like that back home in the United States. So I got that. I got some, I forget what it's called, like black salt or something. We tried it while we were there. And she just came over really, really quickly and put it on my nose and it cleared out my nasals. I'm always stopped. I have allergies all the time. So that was great. Had to buy that. I bought so much stuff in that tea place. I'm telling you, it was crazy. I had to get out of there. And then I got the scarves. And then we were like, okay, we're getting overwhelmed. There's a lot going on. The market is huge. You can be in there forever. You could get lost. So we ended up coming back to our Riyadh before we go back out to the night market and do a food tasting. Oh, and also we had lunch at Le Jardin, which was beautiful. Had multiple levels, really good food. We had this pastilla, delicious. I could have just had that. It was a lot of food, but also really good. So yeah, I'm gonna relax here. I'm gonna charge up my devices, and then we're gonna go back out this evening to enjoy more of Marrakesh.
We call it simna. Simna with inside. Inside it has onion and some spices. Empty one where people add cheese or
Okay, so she must have been adding something.
You said this is called Semin, right?
you get cheese.
Okay.
The other one.
Oh, okay.
This is giving you.
It
It has onion.
Okay.
It has هذا فيه غير بصلة أسبوع.
Yep.
Onion and spices.
Okay.
This is really good.
So wait, now the ingredients, how it is prepared. First thing is we grind onions with tomatoes in a cooker. We don't just cut it.
We call these the pasta.
Pasta, no, that's fine. And after it's prepared in a special way to have the shape.
Right.
Then it's fried in oil.
Well, okay.
After, then they sink it in honey.
Okay. Alright, so this is spekia. That's tangira.
Tangia. And then after they hang it in this piece of metal, after it's clean, then they make fire until the fire goes down, becomes barbecue. Then they hang inside. They put it like this, and they close this one here with this hole with the clay. And they let it like 4 hours to slow cooking. After they bring one by lamb, they put in here. You're gonna bring something? It's not a lamb, it's just a container.
Right.
Type of olive tree. One tree gives all the colors.
Level of ripeness.
Exactly. Level of harvesting.
So at least.
Like this one's here in the front of us. This one can be used in our cooking. After we cook a tagine, like chicken tagine, fish tagine, or any kind of meat we have, when it's cooked, we add this on the top in the cooker, and we close it for a few minutes, and we serve it with olive.
Okay, explorers. So, As you see, we went to another market. It is a night market. It's still in the same vicinity because we actually have went through there earlier. That's actually where I held the snake. Oh my gosh. But yeah, the night market, it transitions. I believe the guide said around 5 p.m. they go out and like they move some things and they set up the food tents and all of that. So the night market, we also had a food tour. We tried different foods. As you can see, we had the soup. We had that, I forgot all the names and I said them earlier in the video, I hope. But the first item we had kind of like tasted like a pizza, but the ingredients were cooked in the bread. It was really good. And that's something they actually eat during Ramadan after fasting all day. The soup is something else they also have traditionally during Ramadan, which was also really good. And they also use dates and that other thing, which was really sweet and tasty. But they used that to go with the soup. Then we had the tajina. I did not have the beef. I don't eat beef. The other two ladies did. Had the chicken skewer, so it was nice. There was another alternative, but that little booth was popping. Like, it was crowded. As soon as someone got up, someone came in and swooped right in. After that, we tried olives. I'm not a big fan of olives. I tried a few, but I'm not a big fan of them because they're really salty. And then we also had pastillos. Am I saying that right? I'm thinking of a different food dish. That and dessert. They're really big on sweets here, but I didn't have desserts. It was late. I don't want to be sick tomorrow or feeling down because I had dessert. But what I did try a little piece of like an almond tart, and that was really good. And the pastillos were great as well. And I feel like there was something else we had, or am I? No, I don't think so. I think that's all we had. I might have missed something, but everything we had was really, really good, really tasty, très magnifique. And then we did see some performances. There's a lot of performances out there on the square. They even told us that there's this one guy that goes out and tells stories, and he'll be out until 2 a.m., but he does stories with commercials in it. And so he'll tell you the story until it's like a cliffhanger, and then he'll be like, oh, you have to pay me more to hear the rest of the story. So just like advertisements on YouTube, but the in-person version. So I thought that was entertaining. But there's a lot of different musicians on the square. And just to note, like, if you do run into musicians or like the snake charmers or whatever, they are going to expect a tip, especially if you record them. What else? Oh, another thing, before we went to the square, our guide who's been with us, Naima, she's been amazing. She's really nice. She's very knowledgeable, very knowledgeable, and she can give you all the education and history about this beautiful city. But she did let us know to make sure that when we go to the square at night, there could be people there pickpocketing, but there's not really major crimes here in Morocco, like in the United States, for example. But pickpocketing is one, so make sure when you go to the square, and what you will see, there are so many people there that just keep your stuff tight.
So if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you hit the like button. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. It is free for you to do so. And make sure you hit the notification bell and that subscribe button, because the next video or the next day here in Marrakesh, we are actually going to a cooking class. So that will be entertaining. We're going to the Yves Saint Laurent or the YSL Museum and some other museums here in Marrakesh. And we actually plan to go, it's off our tour, but we actually plan to go to Nobu Marrakesh. So make sure you're subscribed and notified, or have the notification bell hit just for that. Also, if you have any questions or comments, you can leave that down below in the comment box. Please make sure you share this video with your friends, family, and your social media networks. And if you'd love to leave me a little tip to help out my business even further, you can hit the thanks button down below. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day or night wherever in the world you are. Bye.